Hey, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be going into everything there is to know about VERMITHOR, the Bronze Fury. But before we begin, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, a quick reminder that anyone who becomes a join member at any level will get a thank you banner at the beginning and a shout out at the end of every video. Thanks, let's jump straight into it. VERMITHOR was a bronze dragon with great tan wings. VERMITHOR was already a large dragon in 48 AC. Only Balerion and Vhagar were larger. By the time of the Dance of the Dragons, VERMITHOR was almost 100 years old. VERMITHOR was a fearsome beast. Accustomed to men having had a previous rider by the reign of Aegon II Targaryen, VERMITHOR was tolerant of the presence of people and more accepting of new riders. VERMITHOR often coiled with Silverwing. According to legend, VERMITHOR hatched from a dragon's egg that had been placed in the cradle of Prince Jaehaerys Targaryen by his sister Rhaena in 34 AC. In 42 AC at Dragonstone, VERMITHOR contributed his flames to the funeral pyre of King Aenys I Targaryen, together with the dragons Quicksilver and Silverwing. In 44 AC, Jaehaerys, his sister Alysanne, and their mother Alyssa Velaryon resided on Dragonstone as the hostages of Dowager Queen Visenya Targaryen. In the chaos following Visenya's death of natural causes that year, Jaehaerys, Alysanne, and Alyssa fled the island, along with Jaehaerys' dragon VERMITHOR and Alysanne's dragon Silverwing. VERMITHOR had accepted Prince Jaehaerys as his rider in 48 AC, when Jaehaerys made his claim for the Iron Throne. 9 days after the mysterious death of King Maegor I Targaryen, Jaehaerys flew to King's Landing upon VERMITHOR to claim the throne. During his reign, Jaehaerys and his sister wife, Queen Alysanne Targaryen, once visited Winterfell with 6 dragons. After Alysanne grew bored and flew her own dragon Silverwing north to the Wall, Jaehaerys came after her on VERMITHOR. VERMITHOR became riderless when Jaehaerys died in 103 AC. Throughout the reign of Jaehaerys' successor, King Viserys I Targaryen, VERMITHOR had no new rider. During this time, VERMITHOR remained on the island of Dragonstone and made his lair in one of the smoking caverns of the Dragonmont. In 129 AC, after the start of the Dance of the Dragons, Prince Jaehaerys Velaryon decided that his mother's faction needed more dragon riders. Many men attempted to claim a dragon of their own. Lord Gorman Massey attempted to approach VERMITHOR, who burned him to death. Eventually, VERMITHOR bent his neck to the blacksmith's bastard called Hugh Hammer. Hugh rode VERMITHOR to battle in the Battle of the Gullet, along with Silverwing, Sheepstealer, Vermax, and Seasmoke. VERMITHOR descended upon the 90 warships sailing under the banners of the Three Daughters. When King's Landing fell to Rhaenyra Targaryen's supporters, Hugh landed VERMITHOR upon the Hill of Rhaenys outside of the Dragon Pit. In the Dragon Pit, VERMITHOR made a lair before flying off to battle. Hugh rode VERMITHOR into battle during the first battle at Tumbleton. Hugh and fellow dragon seed Ulf the White, who had claimed Silverwing, changed their allegiance, betraying Rhaenyra in favor of Aegon II. VERMITHOR, Silverwing, and Tessarion, the dragon of Aegon II's brother, Prince Daeron, let loose their flames upon Tumbleton, which was already sacked. As the Hightower host remained at Tumbleton, so did Hugh with VERMITHOR. With Aegon II missing and Prince Aemon Targaryen dead, Hugh Hammer decided to fulfill his wish for the crown and declared himself king, as he was the rider of the oldest and largest living dragon. During the Second Battle of Tumbleton, an army of 4,000 men strong, led by Adam Velaryon upon the dragon Seasmoke, surprised the Hightower host at Tumbleton with their nighttime attack. Hugh rushed to Mount VERMITHOR, but was stopped by Jon Roxton, one of the caltropes who killed Hugh with his Valyrian steel sword Orphan Maker. VERMITHOR, now riderless, was still half asleep and on the ground when the 200 knights attempted to slay him. They died in their attempt. Wounded and enraged, VERMITHOR took flight, attacking all those around him. He snatched up a knight who tried to flee before him in his jaws, and burned Lords Piper and Deddings with their squires, servants, and sworn shields. While VERMITHOR was only 20 feet above the field, Seasmoke slammed into him from above. The 2 dragons rolled over the field, so entangled that neither was able to break free. According to Lord Benjicott Blackwood, Seasmoke was no match for VERMITHOR on account of the older dragon's size and weight. Lord Blackwood believed that VERMITHOR would have torn Seasmoke into pieces if Tessarion had not entered the fight. The 3 dragons fought to the death. VERMITHOR killed Seasmoke when he locked his teeth into the latter's neck and ripped his head off. He attempted to take flight with his prize still in his jaws, but his wings were tattered, causing him to be unable to bear the weight. After a moment, he collapsed and died. It is said that after dark, Silverwing, who had fled into the sky when the battle began, descended to land beside the slain dragons. Later, the singers would tell of how they tried to lift Vermithor's wing 3 times with her nose, as if to try and make him fly again. According to Archmaester Galdwin, this is most likely false. Vermithor and Sea Smoke's remains became a tourist attraction at the rebuilt Tumbleton. So what did you guys think of Vermithor the Bronze Fury? Please let me know in the comments down below. If you haven't already, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Just a quick reminder that anyone who becomes a join member at any level will get a thank you banner at the beginning of every video and a shout out at the end. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.